CQ Porter, CQ Porter, N3SMD and M3MFL activating.
Packs light, cause he has to move. Battery, wire, folding stool. Finds a tree, gets a lineup, hijacks the band, listens to 4-me track. Calls CQ, logs them as they come, shifts the band when the pileup's done. If the noise climbs or the signal drops, breaks it down and he moves the spike. If J built out to carry the load, radio's packed for the long haul road. Knows his gear, knows what it can take, doesn't guess when it builds or makes. Gills and trays, fits the right rigs together, tests it once, works in bad weather. When he keys up, it's clean and strong. Did the work before moving on. One moves fast to make the call. One builds systems that don't fail at all. Different methods, same end goal. Put a signal where it needs to go. 2 ways to make the contact clear. Doesn't matter how you get it here. From a park bench line to a rolling shack. If it works, then it works. That's fact. Call it out. Let it propagate through the noise and across the state. Different speeds, but the same idea. Make the contact, you're on the edge. Quick on the log, feels it in minutes. Moves along once he knows he's in it. Takes his time, dials it right, holds the frequency and keeps it tight. Condition shift, bands roll along, signals fade and they come on strong. Fast setups can lose their heads. Built out stations hold the ledge. Speed will get you there, that's true, but it won't fix a bad antenna or view. Time you spend on what you build means when it counts, it actually will. 2 ways to make the contact clear. Now they're running side by side here. One brings speed, one brings range. Both adapt when conditions change. Call signs out and the log fills up. Different styles, same result on the trail or a folding chair. They make the contact, they're on the air.
N3SMD clear. N3MFL monitoring. Same band, different approach.
What is up?
What's up, motherfuckers? You got me?
Yeah, man, we've got you loud and clear.
Dude, live via satellite, mobile in Arizona. What the fuck's up, y'all?
What's up?
Holy shit, why do you have like 6 screens up, dude? What the fuck?
I don't know. This was left over from the...
Oh, remove scene. I can't see a chat. I have no clue. I am just fucking driving. So, dude, this is your steering wheel. Yeah.
On, remove. All right, everybody, what's up? I'm N3SMD Rabbit, and this guy is...
This guy? Oh, this guy. Hey, look what we can do. Look at what we can do. Holy shit, dude. Hey, I'm Mike N3, MFL, the Tortoise Overland, and I am in Arizona. I'm driving. My bird is driving me nuts. If you can't hear her squeaking in the background. There. I don't know what her malfunction is, but Dude, what's going on? I made it. I'm here. Let me see if I could remove these from the screen.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not fucking doing it for me. Could be the computer. It only gets used every now and again. Let's see what we got in the chat while you're figuring that out. Hey, we
I
got
don't know nothing.
Kilo Romeo 4 Juliet Golf Delta. What's going on? Chris is in there. Our lovely Erica. Uh, KF8 CGJ. That's a mouthful. Brandon's in there. What's up, Brandon? And my man Summit. Hey,
Okay, there I am.
Summit, if you're still on the stream, I sent you a Discord message, and I got and Hillbilly Ham. What's up, Dave? So, did it come off yet? I don't know why.
No, dude, just on the bottom, because I'm like, you're like this big to me right now. So on the bottom, underneath each one of the windows, just click in the middle of it, remove
Yeah,
screen. As soon as you highlight, it should remove.
no, it isn't for whatever reason.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Oh, well. Well, we'll just have three mystery guests.
Yeah. I don't know.
Eric was in earlier playing with some stuff. Dude, I lost signal. Sorry.
No,
Um,
you're
I,
good.
uh, I did pay my internet bill. Uncle Elon is thusly happy with me. So, yeah, we're having fun. I am 3 hours 13 minutes from home. 193 miles in 1920, so 7:20 our time. I will be home. So, yeah, we're just cruising, dude. Tracy's on her way to the bird, or on no, she's on her way to the bird. She's going to be spending the night in Yuma doing her job, and I am driving to the house. I have some stuff I have to clean up and put away, and I've got three Muppets and a bird, and we're going to be putting everything away and doing everything. Dude, I am so happy. I am I am 3 hours and 13 minutes away from home, and this is just amazing.
How's
And I
how's
did
the
it in 3 days, dude.
how's the drive been?
Not bad when you're hauling balls. Shh, don't tell Tracy. My buddy Justin was with me. He's still with me. He's got a tractor beam on my ass. Um, we were coming through Ohio. No bullshit. Come up over the hill. I've got my unit in R8 radar detector. There was a cop sitting right down at the bottom of the hill. Must have been like 1,000 feet. And so I got in the brakes. I looked down. I was doing 67 miles an hour. I looked the cop dead in the face. Dead in the face. I went, huh? And he looked at me. I looked at him. All his windows were up. The next thing I know, Justin passes him. He pulls out behind Justin, pulls Justin over. I said, dude, you better ask him what he pulled you over with. He said laser. I said, at what speed? He goes 79 and a 65. I said, I call bullshit. Hey, you fixed it. I said, I call bullshit because there's no, I was doing 67 and you were right on my ass. So, yeah, no. I wish we could go back to Ohio and fight that, but I said,
Yeah.
dude, we'll just pay it and go.
So have you? I saw that you stopped and did a couple of photos.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
No, I don't know. Did you
Did
not
that.
do a photo on your way out?
No.
I swear you did.
Why? Oh,
Maybe I'm losing it. I thought you did a photo on
you're
your way out.
losing.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, dude, I've been boogieing, man. I have been hauling butt. I'm trying to see how I can get. Is this it? Um, yeah. Hey, I can. I can't see it, but I can see it. Hold on. I'm gonna get the old man glasses out. Hopefully, I don't wreck. Yeah, there we go. Holy shit. Oh, you're broadcasting on everything. Oh, Jesus, that was a big semi. Okay, I'm going to pay attention to
Yeah,
this.
please do.
You go ahead. Yeah, I don't feel like
This does not need to be
becoming
the live
roadkill.
leaks version of Tortoise and Hare.
Oh my god. Yeah, right. Oh my god. How's the? I mean, how's the quality? Am I okay? Because I'm in
Yeah,
my earbuds,
it sounds good. Yeah,
and
sounds
I
good.
is
It's not
the
it's not
sync
grainy or
the
anything.
syncing. Okay, so the syncing is good, and the delay is okay.
Yeah, as far as
Okay,
what I
good,
can tell on my end, it looks good. Chat, tell us what you
dude.
think.
That freaking rocks. Uh
So
oh. Uh oh.
I'm
What
surprised
is
you did.
Tracy?
I
What did Tracy? What did Tracy say? Because I can't see it.
said, well, isn't this a handsome set of YouTubers? Hey Dale, what's
Fuck
going
lied
on,
to her.
buddy?
Fuck lied to her. Oh, the
um,
fuck lied to her.
yeah, man, you missed a golden opportunity to activate all those states you drove through. I know you were doing it with pets.
Dude,
I know.
dude, I've got dogs. Oh my god. Talking about being in states. So we stopped in Ohio.
Oh, there we go. Starting to sound like dial up. Yeah. All right. Well, he's probably going to have this issue for the remainder of the stream. So if anybody wants to jump on, hit me up, send me a message. Dave, I saw you. You're busy. And I messaged Summit. I know he's busy. Chris, if you want to jump on, let me know. I think you should have the link from last week. So just hop on in. You got the keys. Let's see. Let's hide this. We're just going to remove. Yeah. So. Stop. There we go. All right. So I don't have a whole lot going on this week. I did order some stuff from Amazon for some upcoming projects. Okay, awesome, Chris. Yeah. I don't have a whole lot going on. I ordered some stuff off of Amazon that I'm going to do some videos with. I don't know if you guys, how much you guys been paying attention, but I alluded to it when I was in Arizona. I ordered a small little air pump. Supposedly, it's supposed to be like that big, so no bigger than a can of dip. Yeah, right. There you go, Eric. No bigger than a can of dip if you're familiar with the size of what those are. I'm going to be doing a video with that. Nice, Dave. Here, you might be the winner. You're going to beat us all out. um, but I'm going to be doing a video on that, playing around with it. The nice thing about this little air pump, it will do positive pressure and negative pressure. So I'm really excited about that, especially with the inflatable antenna. It's really easy to get it inflated. It takes forever to deflate. And if you don't get all of the air out, it makes the profile stick out a lot more. So I'm really excited to play around with it, do a video on it. I got some other things in the works. Taking some ideas from some other people. We're gonna just try some stuff out and see what works. So one of the things that I wanted to bring up, and not sure if anybody has ever heard of this website, but my last activation that I did that wasn't impromptu. Well, I should say the activation before I did one with Ham Radio Steve or Clubhouse Steve. I set up my radio pattern a little different than I typically would, and it it kind of gave me some cattywampus results. And I was like, man, why am I hearing all these great DX stations, but they're not hearing me? So I
Am I
was like,
back?
yeah, you're back. You're on.
Hello.
Yeah, you're good.
I don't hear nothing. What the hell? Ah.
Good. I know, Eric. Just right when we thought we were going to get ham radio content, here comes this old guy. But so I was thinking that the reason that I was only getting out to the main side of the United States, but I was still hearing the DX stations, but they weren't hearing me. had something to do with how I set up my radio pattern. So I wanted to find a way to pull up a asmal azimuth map. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Well, anyways, there's this cat out there who has a free service to be able to generate an azimuth map from any location, and I wanted to share that with you guys in case you've never seen it before, because it's a great resource. You can do it from your own location or uh, drop in your 6-digit grid and pull up a map for that location. So if you wanted to do it from a park, so it's a great resource. I'll drop it in. Yeah, yes, Eric. English is hard for some of us, so but it's a great resource. I've got it bookmarked in my phone now, so whenever I'm at a park, I can pull that up and just reference it, especially with some of the stuff I got in the works. Speaking of things in the works, what is up, Chris?
Hey guys, just got done with dinner. Had to clean it up a little bit. You know
Oh,
how
you're
it goes.
good. Thanks for joining in.
Not a
It's going
problem.
to be an interesting hour talking to myself while Tortoise is figuring his life out. What's been
Yeah,
going on?
well, following the exploits of Mr. Michael there. It's been a interesting follow on other social media sites, but just glad that he's still alive and
Yeah,
hasn't splattered up against the side of the road somewhere.
yeah. Uh, anything radio related?
Well, I shot a video Saturday. Took the 56 to 1 out. Didn't activate the park, but it's okay. I learned a lot of stuff. I was having major QS, you know, interference basically, just coming
Yeah.
in on 20, on freaking 10, on everything, and it was just like, what the heck? Sunday I did a live stream. I think Eric showed up for it. I was there for a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw it pop across my phone. Oh,
Yeah,
yep.
you were at
Hey
work.
guys,
I was at work and I caught the tail end.
I lost audio, and
Okay.
I appreciate Rabbit you taking over. Thank you, folks. I didn't mean to interrupt. I know Chris was talking, and I know you guys were talking, but I can't hear you. But y'all have fun, and I'm actually getting yelled at in the background. Pay attention to the fucking road you damn fool. And yeah, so I'm gonna do that instead of trying to say this tiny ass stuff. Hey, I love you guys. I'll get on
Be
the
safe.
Hey,
computer later this afternoon, give you guys a full update on Discord. 7-3 everybody. Thanks for joining in. And Rabbit, it's all yours.
See you, brother. Be safe, man.
see you,
Let us know
see
when
you,
you get there.
Tortoise. No, basically, I forgot. I thought I charged the battery and I didn't. So that was my own damn fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
But I made sure. I mean, it's charged now. I'm gonna double check it again before the next time I go out. But yeah, now it's fully charged, ready to rock and roll, and that kind of stuff. It happens. You
yeah.
know, we're
I've been, knock on wood, been blessed that even when I do forget to charge it, it has gotten me at least through an activation. There's been a couple times where it's died on me, and I was like, oh, at least I got my contacts in. So
well,
it's only
and my thing is I only have one battery. It's a 20 amp hour, so
yeah,
that's all I have.
yep,
And
same.
I want to get another. I'm thinking like 10 amp
Okay.
battery, just so I can throw it in the backpack.
Mhm.
I mean, granted, the 706 will eat that alive if I run 100 watts, but if I take the G90 out, I'll be playing for days on that damn thing. So it just, but I want to get something throw in the backpack with, just as my go bag, so I can just go with it. So that's coming up.
Yeah,
That's one of those things that it's like, okay, let's see if I can find the money for this or find the money for that. It's been difficult lately.
yeah. I feel you on that, brother. But yeah, that same with me. I only have that one 15 amp hour, and I love it. It lives in my bag, but eventually I want to go downsize something a little lighter because it is a lot of weight, especially in the backpack. See if anybody else. Frequency Frontiers, what's up, man? Glad to have you in the chat. But yeah, I have a true SDX, true S yeah SDR that
Okay.
I'm to play around with. It's just been sitting in the box since I've got it last year, and I was like, nah, I guess I'll pull it out and give it some love. So see what
Oh,
that's
do that. Those
see
are
what
fun,
life is like now that we're on the downhill slope of the solar cycle.
right?
So
I've been having like this past December. I had really good luck with the G90 out of the car with 20 watts. I mean,
yeah.
I hit Australia with it with a ham stick up on top.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was freezing cold, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go out and play Pota. Yeah, I started the car up to warm up, and then I shut it off, and then I played radio, and then I started up again. I mean, we're talking. I think it was here in Wisconsin. We had about 12 inches of snow on the ground, and it was maybe five above.
Oof.
Yeah,
Yeah, I might physically I might be built for that kind of weather, but mentally I'm not built for that kind of
well,
weather.
sometimes I just had to get out and go do something other than sit in my house.
I don't blame you. I think actually when we were dealing with the that cold spout here in Maryland, I was like, I got to get a heating blanket with like a battery pack or something because I can't keep on doing these podas and like barely feeling my fingers.
I'll tell you this, I will never ever drive out to Washington D.C. going through Maryland again during Thanksgiving weekend when it starts sleeting because
Yeah,
everybody on the interstate stops.
yeah. They do that when they think it's going to rain. It's
Oh
horrible.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I found that out. I mean, I have family that lives out in D.C. area, so I've been out
Okay.
there a bunch of times. And last time I drove out there, I swear to God, I was gonna. At that time, I was a lot darker than I am now, but I would have had more gray hair.
Yeah, I was having the same conversation with myself when I went to meet Clubhouse Steve for the impromptu POTA activation, and I had to drive through. If anybody in the chat knows where this is, Charles County. I hate driving anywhere near Charles County. All that I forget how to drive goes through there, and
Mhm.
I'm cussing up a storm the whole way there. So
Yeah, I can believe it. I'm not surprised.
and the bad part is I grew up in that county, and I moved out for a reason. I'll never. I only go there for work, and that's it.
Hey,
and
it
POTA.
works.
I'm working on a. I'm hoping now that the good weather's rolling in, I'm going to get the last POTA park in my county that I do not have. Hey, what's up, Prep Hand Paul?
Hey, Paul.
Um, there's a POTA park. It's on an island, and you have to take a ferry to get to it. Well, the ferry's like intermittent on when it runs, and there's only one of them. So when it goes out of service for mechanical stuff, there's nothing else to get you to the island.
Yep.
So I'm hoping to snag that up over the summer, weather permitting. But that'll be the last one in my county that I need, and then I'll pretty much be set for Southern Maryland as far as like all the POTA parks, and then I'm gonna start working my way up north.
Hey, Levi. How's it going, bud?
What's up,
Yeah,
man?
I can. There's one island here in Wisconsin. I believe they have a POTA entity on it. I got to double check. But
Mhm.
Washington Island up in Door County, and I got a friend who has now become the police chief.
Nice.
So I'll go. I'll go visit him and you know just go up there maybe for a weekend or something up to Door County and just go over there one day and come back. It's really expensive to have your car on the ferry to go over there.
Yeah,
So I was just thinking about just jumping on foot traffic and go over there, come back, be
I
done
don't
with
blame
it.
you. Yeah, that's the awkward thing about Maryland, and for like those guys that chase to try to activate all the parks in Maryland is there's a decent amount of islands
Hmm.
that have to get activated, and if you don't know somebody with a boat or you don't have a boat yourself, you're kind of SOL
Yeah,
because there's not ferries running to some of these spots in the middle of the bay.
yeah, and like the worst thing for me here in Wisconsin is a lot of like northern parks, and they're huge.
Yeah,
I mean, they're like you have like 20, 30 different access points for it. and it's like, okay, I know this is the boundary. I know this. Okay, I can go here. You
Yeah.
know, and KB9 VBR lives up in Wausau, which is about 2 hours north of me, 2.5, 3 hours, something like that. But you know, he goes up into a lot of those places, and he knows where he can park and just go. And it's like, I picked his brain one day, and holy cats. He goes, Chris, there's like 5 different spots I can tell you right off this road. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
You know,
that's been the interesting learning thing that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about is it's a learning curve to learn some of these boundary lines and how
yeah,
some of these trails intersect with parks. Like specifically in my area, the whole Potomac and Patuxent have trails associated
yep,
with them. So if you're on the shoreline, that counts as a POTA. And then we have the Star Spangled Banner Trail, which bobs and weaves all throughout the state. And just there's no like real rhyme or reason to it. Um, so depending on where you're at specifically in the park, sometimes they could count for a 3 fur or 2 fur or just a single park activation. So it definitely takes a decent amount of researching that like either the POTA app doesn't cover or even some of the specific specialized POTA mapping programs don't cover. Like one of the things I started to get in the habit of is if I go to a POTA park and it has a map of the trail system and stuff, I'll take a picture of it and save it, and I'll use that as a reference of tell me if I'm in that geographical area that counts as 2 or 3.
well, and there's the nice thing about, like, I don't know if Maryland is, because I haven't done any research there yet, but I know that Wisconsin, we have the what the heck it's a trail that basically goes from northwest Wisconsin and loops back around it. Ice Age Trail, that's it. And I have a section of it in my county, but it's, the actual Poto Park is way up, and up away from, 5 hours
Yeah,
away from me. I'm like, it's like, well, and then if I'm at this place, I'm at it. I've got that and that, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make it easy right now. I'm gonna go to Long Lake, and I'm in the Northern Kettles. Done.
yeah. We have it's Potomac Heritage Trail, and it actually cuts in 2 different areas through my county. So much, in fact, that like you could technically activate this in somebody's backyard just because of how the trail goes in and
Yeah,
out. And it's like it's so weird because if you're not at certain locations, the only way you would access this trail is by being near somebody's house or a busy roadway. And it's like, this doesn't make sense to me. Now, I understand how the trail came about because it's specific to the Revolutionary Foundation of Maryland or something like that,
yeah,
but it's since been over too
grown.
much effort has been put on it. Yeah, so overdeveloped is what I was looking for.
Yeah,
But just crazy. It definitely takes some researching, that's for sure. Especially if you want to optimize putting some of these parks on. Park has to be. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, but it's just if you went far enough past somebody's property line, and if it was in a public space or a um, farm preserve or something like that, it would count. I totally understand that KS 0JD, but it's just weird how some of the trails run. But it is kind of cool though. It works, especially with like the Potomac Heritage Trail. We have a trail that runs from end to end of our county. That's not a park per se. It's just a county trail, but part of the Potomac Heritage Trail links up with that. So if you were to go for a walk, I used to walk the trail all the time. You could technically do a POTA activation while you're doing the walk on the trail. So,
and
or
yeah, and that's where the crisscross lines in it. You got to know the boundaries and everything else. I
yeah,
mean, there's literally in the Northern Kettles alone, there's 3 designated Pota parks.
yep,
There's Mothby Lake, there's Long Lake, and then there's the Northern Kettle, thing. So if I just go out to like the Greenbush Trailhead, I'm in the Northern Kettles. I can, activate that park. Well, that park is huge. I
yeah,
mean, but if I go, I don't know if you've ever heard of Road America.
no,
It's a racetrack we got up here.
okay,
Indy's been here, NASCAR's been here, and that. Well, about 2 miles down the road from that, that's where the Ice Age Trail and another photo location is.
Okay.
It's like it's different. It really is.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I don't even know. I got to look at the maps and stuff to make sure I'm in the right spot. But um, it that one is the confusing one. But then I go 5 miles down the road the other way. Go back west. I'm going to the Sheboygan Marsh, and that's where I've been doing a lot of my activations in the winter because I could just drive up, throw the maid mount on top, and done.
There you go. The other thing, I don't know if you deal with this. The other thing that's kind of been challenging that I feel, well, especially for me, is the wildlife management areas in Maryland um, aren't exactly very well documented from the state perspective. And the maps that they do have look like a 4-year-old have drawn the boundary lines, and it's like, okay, I think I know where this is. Not 100% sure. And then that's like, especially when it comes to our wildlife management areas, is I rely heavily on those third party photo mapping softwares. That there's a couple of them out there that and I'll use that and I'll cross reference with them to make sure that I'm actually in the boundary areas. So,
The biggest thing with our wildlife management areas is a lot of times those are hunting areas, like actual open lands for people to do public hunting,
yeah,
and you have to be really really careful. Say from the Saturday before Thanksgiving till December 1st to go out onto those parking lots because you get out of the car and you're wearing a brown Carhartt jacket. Granted, you're in the parking lot, but you put up your antenna. We don't have a problem with. Um, I haven't ran into the problem yet. As if anybody's saying, don't throw stuff up in trees, don't spike anything in the ground. So I've been lucky that way, and everything else. So, hey, Pepe, good morning to you, sir. So,
yeah. Now,
that.
typically with our wildlife management, our public lands are so overly hunted that most people won't use them to go hunting, depending on where it's at. So it's not really a huge issue. And if I do a I'll do a wildland management area outside of the hunting season. I've never been to one where it was in hunting season, just so because I'm very cognizant. I hunt myself too, so I want to stay out of the way. And if I did, I would just wear something that made me look blatantly obvious that hey, I'm here.
Yeah. Well, I get it. I activated Nichols Creek. I can't think of what it actually is, but it's a DNR, Wisconsin DNR state land. And my dad used to hunt out there all the time, but I'll go out there in the middle of winter. It's down in a hole. And I've
Mm,
done verticals and I've done end feds out there. And I've activated it a couple times. It's actually just a nice place to look out at the scenery while you're sitting in your car because they have no picnic tables or, that kind of stuff. Um, and during the summer, it's a lot of grassland with a lot of swamps. So
okay.
the mosquitoes are the devil's children during the summer here.
Yeah.
So try to keep away from those.
No, I feel you on that, especially living in a swampy area like Maryland. But here, I'm gonna share with you what I was talking about with how our
Okay.
jack mats are. Let's see. There we go. Let me know. Add a screen. There we go. And then spotlight. There we go. So
Yep.
not clear at all. It's like okay, there's this little cutout, and if you don't know where you're at per se of accessing the management area, it's like it tells me nothing of what's going on or where it's at, and if there's trails
Yeah.
or anything. So
Yeah, I understand that. Ours are a little bit more freehand
yeah,
when you actually see a map. You're like, okay, this is a boundary, this is a boundary, this is a boundary, this is a boundary. So, it's one of those things.
yeah.
So,
it is kind of nice, like we were talking about. Whoa, why did they do that?
I don't know.
I'm doing this again. Uh, I don't know this. I don't know if it's my computer acting weird or what. But it is nice, especially in Maryland, having the waterways as trails. Because if I wanted to take the kids to the beach or whatnot, and just sit there, and it's a park. I'm close enough to the trail line.
Yeah.
It is really nice in that aspect. I guess I shouldn't complain too much.
No.
Um, Everybody has that. So
Well, and like a couple weeks ago, I took the G90 out through through the wire up in the air, and took my daughter who's 6 down to the state park that has a gym, gym equipment, for the kids. And
mhm.
I just sat there and tried to play radio with 20 watts. Well, the only time I activated the damn park in the first place was when I was with the Grouch and we were shooting 100 watts out. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to bring the 706 down here.
I
Nobody heard me. Nobody.
towards the end of my son's lacrosse season, I was like, I should really start bringing the true SDX and just doing FT8 from his practices, just hunting because it doesn't count as a photo. But I was just like, give me something to do, and I was going to get the Just Okay Mini or 20
Okay.
from the Poto Duo, and I haven't done it yet. But I think next season for football season, that's what I'm going to do. Give me something to do while he's at practice. Just sit there,
Well,
spike it to the
yeah.
ground, have a laptop.
Let me make a recommendation for you.
All right.
Buy yourself a 17 or 20-foot whip. Okay. That way you have a vertical no matter what. Don't use ham sticks on it, but basically you can run 100 watts or even 20 watts through there to basically play FT8 all you want, and you're
Oh,
not gonna,
I have a 17-foot whip. That's my default. It lives in the car. Hammond
Okay,
Coda. And if nothing else fails, I have that 17-foot whip. It was
yeah,
my
I
little
got a
crew.
I got my Wolf River coil in my bag no matter what. So if one of the wire antennas don't work, I just throw up the antenna and done.
Yeah, tried and true. And if I forget something, I can just wing something together because it's relatively simple concept with that 17-foot
Yeah,
whip.
but
And I
I was making contacts on 20 meters with that 17-foot whip. So I mean, it works. It works really
speak,
well. And
Speaking of whips, did you see Mike's 32-foot whip that he just posted a picture?
34.5-foot
Yeah,
whip.
yeah,
I saw the pictures. I commented on it. I'm like, that is nuts. He goes, you're gonna need to guy it if you put it up. I'm
yeah.
like, oh my god. And the price he got it for, holy crap,
What did he pay for it?
$60 at Hamvention.
Wow,
That's yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah, but I could totally see having to guy it off at that height.
Well, I'm thinking a 20-foot whip, um, 20-foot whip is all I want. I want a 20-footer to stick on that, stick on my thing. So
Yeah, I'm looking to. So I've been doing some searching. I was gonna get a little do mast, but he ended up taking it off or temporarily taking it off of Etsy Marketplace, and I have a TN07 mast. I love
mhm.
it. I've had it since I became a general, but it's just way too big for what I want. It just picks up too much space, and so I'm either gonna hold out for the little dude to come back, or I'm gonna get me a 30-foot painter's mast for
I
the.
am going to tell you this right now. You get a little dude, you will be happier than a lark. I've had two. One I
Mhm.
lost. That was my own damn fault. The second one I got, and you know, Sean goes, Chris, don't you have one of these? I go, no, I
Well,
lost it. And
yes,
he goes,
I.
yeah, it's gone. So, but I also got the little do spike to go
Yeah,
with it. Oh, it 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 works. It's nice. It's like, okay, and I can just stand it up and I don't have to lean it up against a tree or anything like that. I could just put it out in the middle of a field. Oh, I got my mast up. Okay, let's play.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
I, I want to get a taller mast. That's the only other thing.
I, so I just did the modification to my TN07, the same one
Okay.
that K Murder did to his, where it was just like a pipe ring with two or three little pieces of paracord on it, so I could guy it off, and I got the little cam lock clips to run paracord through, so I could just cinch it down to the
Okay.
ground. And I tested it out impromptu when I did that POTA activation with Clubhouse Steve, and it actually worked. And I was like, holy cow, this works awesome. And I was worried about the feet kicking out, but it didn't. And it was raining. So, all right. But I still want something smaller. It's huge, a beefy boy of a mast.
Oh, I know it is, but it's like the POTA 30, or what is it? The Explorer 33H.
Mhm.
That's a huge mast. I mean, yes, I would love to get up a little bit higher, so to speak, but not that much higher.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'd be happy with, heck, 25 feet.
Yeah.
HRO's got some that have cam locks on them, and I've been looking at those, and they're reasonably priced. I mean, I think I saw one there for maybe $90. So I mean,
Oh,
it's one of those things that's on the wish list, and it'll get bought when I get it. You
yeah.
know, it's kids and bills are more priority.
I know all about that. I got 5 ankle biters. I know how that goes.
I have two that live with me part time right now, so 50-50. And this week I have them from Tuesday to Monday morning.
There you
Next
go.
week, who knows?
Right. But yeah, I'm going to keep the TN07 around because I big picture, 1,000 mile view. Eventually, I'm going to make a 6 meter Yagi out of PVC and some tape or measuring tape,
Hmm.
and I'm going to stick it on the top of the TN07 and see what happens. So, just
I made just a regular 2 meter one,
mhm.
and I love it with measuring tape. I love that I can fold it up and go and do whatever I have to do. And
Yeah,
I actually used it when I was out at Long Lake last summer to hit a repeater in Sheboygan. So it worked
nice.
pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, and the folding up part of it. That's why I was like, I'm gonna do a 6 meter. I was like, I want to give some 6 meters some love, and I haven't played on it yet too much. I was like, I'm gonna do a Yagi. I'm gonna see if I can't do a POTA activation with it, and if I can get it up on that mast because I know the mast will support the weight. I was like, this is gonna be awesome. Get it up over the tree line.
Yep. And right now, with that 706 I got, I want to play a little bit 2 meter 70 centimeter sideband. And I found out there's a net that's actually about an hour south of me on sideband. So one of these days, I got to figure out where I'm going to put that halo antenna that I got, or squalo antenna, excuse me, and see if I can point it that way so I can reach those guys.
There you go. Yeah, Maryland's got a simplex net on 2 meter. I haven't checked out in on it because it's not too terribly north of me, but there's a lot of infrastructure in between here and there. So like, I haven't really
Yeah.
messed with it. And plus, with me moving recently, I was not. I don't have a lot of stuff set up right now.
Well, it happens. I'm living in a rental apartment, so I'm trying to do everything.
Yeah,
It's, but at least I got my 2 meter 70 centimeter up on top of the roof.
there you go.
Now, when I finally get the money together and everything like that to buy my house, yeah, it better have enough room to put up a bunch of antennas.
There you go. So, what kind of antenna do you have on the roof?
Right now, my daughter just walked up on me. Um, I have I'm trying to think of what the heck. I got a 2 meter, or it's a 6 meter, 2 meter, and 70 centimeter um, chameleon, I think. I may be wrong. It might even be it. I don't remember. It was given to me. I got
Okay,
that up for regular 2 meter and 70 centimeter. And every once in a while, I throw the 706 on it for see if anybody's out there on 6 meter.
Okay.
And then I just put a loop on antenna up on top of the roof, laying on it
Okay.
with a I think it's a 9-to-1 Wyndham off center fed dipole antenna, or antenna balun, and I got that 142 feet up there of
Nice.
just wire laying on it's laying on the roof.
Yeah.
It was just quick, simple, and but the front yard where I got my stuff, it just coax going right out the window and up on the roof or wherever it's going. So I got a spaghetti mess outside my window.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't had a permanent VHF UHF antenna up. When I was at my old place, I had made a aluminum tape and PVC pipe antenna.
Hmm.
That amazing, surprisingly enough, and it lasted a while. It lasted 2 years, which is a lot longer than I thought it was going to last, especially with our snow. Um, but I'm definitely going to invest in one once I decide which mobile radio I'm going to upgrade to, whether it be the new ICOM or the new Kenwood that's coming out. And then I'm going to take the mobile that's in my car now, and I'm going to make that a base station radio. Um, I love the little mobile radio I have in there now. It's the FTM 150R.
Okay.
But I love that thing. So simple to use.
You got
It,
the AS,
what's that?
you got the ASB with it, or did you
No,
just get the one? Okay.
no, it was the first iteration of the 150R. So
Okay.
it has that voice modulator thing that makes it sound like DMR, but it's Yaesu catches a lot of flack for having jacked up menu settings, but this one I think it's really simple to use. I mean, when I was going up to Nearfest, I forgot some of the menu settings and I just was playing around with it as I was stuck in Connecticut traffic. I'll never do that again. I'll never make that mistake. But I was like, oh, I got a scan feature in here where it'll scan the bandwidth. And I was like, man, this is awesome. I forgot I could do this with it. So it's an
Yeah.
awesome video, especially if
No,
you're going to push out 50 watts.
in my car, I picked up a FDM 400 for $300 a couple years ago, and that's now on a Lido mount in my uh, CD player in my car, which
Mhm.
blocks the radio, but it's not a big deal. I really don't care. you know, um, you got, and then right now at home, I'm using a ID 5100. I had a or not a Panasonic, a Kenwood. Oh, wait, what was it? Yeah, it was a Kenwood TM 733A, but it wasn't. It's number one. I'm thinking the finals need to be replaced in it because it's not going full power. Uh, UHF is supposed to be 40 watts, and it's giving out like 20 watts.
Huh.
Um, the VHF UH side was throwing off like 45, 40, right around there, which I don't care about UHF, VHF, but I want that full power on UHF for some of the repeaters I want to hit with the height that I have here. So,
Yeah.
um,
So I'm just curious if all 9 of you that are still watching, drop in the chat what mobile radios y'all are running. Just curious
yeah,
what you're running there, especially for VHF, UHF. Um, I've
I
been playing
think,
around with the idea of getting. Eric's been peer pressure me into getting an ATOS to set up on my car. I'm going to put I was thinking about just running my bed because I run man pack, so I was just going to put my man pack in there, hook it up when I drive around, and then take it out when I go do POTA. But I don't know. I drive in some sketchy areas sometimes, and I don't know if I really want to commit to setting up the ATOS and carrying around the bag.
I don't blame you. I have a generalized area where you live in Maryland, and I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been everywhere from Baltimore and Maryland all the way down to the border and the southern border. I've been around Washington D.C. enough times. I've been in Silver Spring. I comprehend, sir.
Funny enough, Silver Spring is the area that I work in.
Yeah, well, that's where my cousins were. So,
Okay. Um, yeah, I mean,
but
look, let's be real. I mean, anywhere you go in the United States, you could always run into a knucklehead, but and
yeah,
most,
I don't go down to Milwaukee with having my radio on. I usually take the head off the thing and hide it underneath the seat because I don't want someone trying to steal it out of there. Or,
yeah.
you go to you know, but yeah, I no, but KF8CGJ says he's using an IC 7100, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Um,
Now I'm curious how you have that mounted in your car. If you're on the Discord here,
um,
it makes me remember to drop the Discord link. If you're in Discord, drop it in either mine or Tortoise's chat. Curious how you have that mounted up because I know there's been a lot of talk recently with how the 7100 mounts, especially with the new was it the XR026 or whatever coming out. A lot of people's been
yeah,
getting black on that 7100.
and I want to see what that radio can do. That new one.
Oh yes, same. That I'm eagerly waiting to.
That might become the shack in the box for the home. That'll be. I'll keep my 706 for mobile, and so.
Yeah.
But Mike here uses a 310 ASP.
Ooh. Yep. Nice. So that's the. I think that was the step up from the 150. So they
Yes,
did 250.
that one does APRS.
Yep. If you guys want to go into Discord and just hop down into there's a subsection for Rabbit Hole. If you guys want to share your pictures. I'll pull them up. I'm always very interested in seeing mobile setups. I think mobile setups are cooler than, or at least seeing them how they're set up than ham shacks because everybody's got a different vehicle and sets like setting their stuff up a different way. Mine I have on a bullet point mount and it's just drilled right directly into the center console of my car. That way I can move it around and stuff like that. And if I need to take it off, I can just take the head off and throw it to my glove box. But I always love seeing mobile setups.
Yeah, I just had the 12-year-old bother me. You know how it goes.
Yeah. If you got,
I'm trying to see if I got a picture on my phone of my mobile so I can drop it in so you guys can see that too. That's the only place it seems I've been taking pictures lately.
now, how do you have your antenna set up for that?
Actually, I used to have a mag mount on top of the car because I drive a Jeep Compass.
Okay.
Okay. Um, there's a whole or the whole reason I'm driving something that has a possibility of having all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. There is a reason for that, and that's the whole being a first responder since the age of 18. I need to
Yeah.
get places. I want to make sure I get there.
That and you live in Wisconsin.
I live in Wisconsin.
Right.
What is that? Stay friend.
You're having fun. Yes, Miggy, it's one of my friends.
Yes, point mounts are amazing. I love them. I just wish there was a little bit more selection when it came to vehicles outside of trucks and stuff like that. Um, I wish they had a little bit more uh, permanent mounting solutions, but they're great mounts. I love them. I've had zero issues with them. I even took the one out of my truck and retroed it into my car when I got rid of the truck. So
The other thing I can't say anything bad about Lido mounts either. I
that's what
mean, they
I've heard a lot of people talk highly of Lido mounts. The only reason I didn't go with Lido mounts, especially when I went into the car, was I just don't like how. I know that they're not. I just don't like how they look like they're flimsical. If that makes sense.
but I'm not using the one like that's underneath the seat bolt.
Mhm.
They make a mount that actually goes into your CD player. When was the last time you used your CD player in your vehicle?
My radio doesn't work, buddy.
That's my point. You know what I mean? But you put it in there, you tighten it up, and then you put your head right on top of it. It works great. It's what the heck? Wrong photo album, I guess. But yeah, I'm no, I got to. I took a picture for Shannon, KY1L
Okay.
or K1. You know what I'm talking about. Jabberjaws.
Jabberjaw Shannon.
Yeah, Jabberjaw Shannon. I took a picture of her for her. Like this winter, I was freezing my you know what off, and I'm trying to find it. Well, it was I think 17 degrees out. I'm bundled up. I'm trying to get to work. And the wind chill
So
was
it was
negative.
a warm day for y'all.
Oh yeah, one day my what? I work next to a 1700-degree furnace now. Nothing's warm anymore.
Ah,
You get what I'm saying.
yeah, no, totally.
But yeah, you know, all these different stuff. I mean, I guess I can't find. I guess I don't have it anymore. That's weird. But yeah, I basically it mounts right into the CD player, so you can still get at the controls of the radio if you want,
Hmm.
and occasionally I'll turn on that radio, but normally it's off, and I just sit there and listen to my you know 2 meter 70 centimeter. So it's always fun.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'd listen to is when I'm driving. Either I'm listening to a podcast and I have it hooked up to the JBL speaker that lives in my center console because the stereo doesn't work, or I'm just listening to repeaters. But that's more. I'm listening to podcasts when I'm headed into work because I go in at an ungodly hour, so nobody's on the repeater system. And I've called out. I know nobody's on there. I get to work way too early. Now coming back home when I get off in the morning, there's a almost a statewide net that goes on, and I'll chime in it there when I get off. But other than that, I don't really listen to music in the car a whole lot unless I'm completely tapped out of YouTube videos to catch up on or podcasts to catch up on, which is very few and far
Yeah,
between.
that's pretty much what happens with me. I turn on a YouTube. I'll put a YouTube video. I'll put my phone up on its holder,
Yeah.
and it's playing. It's sitting there playing, but I got it plugged into the car stereo, and I'm sitting there going, "Okay, that's pretty funny." Or, "Hey, Eric, why are you making fun of this?" Or what the
Right.
hell's going on now? Let me go back, and then I go back when I get to the stoplight or stop sign, and I'm like, I listen to the Live Free and Have podcast almost every time it comes out. So
Nice. Yeah. Same. I'm always team replay, especially when it's the brew and activate. 'Cause it seems like I always try to get on, and then something happens. So I'm like, I'm always team replay.
yeah.
I'll go back and listen to it. Um,
Well, that one is a Friday afternoon drive to go get the kids from school if I got them for the weekend, or it's a I'll watch it sometime this weekend.
I'll get to it when I get to it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, because when I don't have the kids for the weekend, it's usually Weekend Warriors, and then of course Josh's stream on Saturday. So it's those two I make sure I make. But other than that, it's like, okay, I'll get to it when I get to it.
I've been real slacking about Weekend Warriors. Just everything that's been going on recently, I haven't been able to get on, and it's been bite me in the butt. Like I've been like, oh, I gotta get on. I gotta get on. I really need to get on. Like personally, I need to get on to be surrounded
I
with some.
I had that last last week. I needed to get on
Yeah,
because I had flashbacks. I was having some flashbacks because of the weather and everything else. So,
yeah,
but
definitely get that. Um, I went out about a month or so ago. It's been about a month, and I went and gave a seminar to a recruit class about a line of duty death that I was a part of. Um, it took a lot out of me. I didn't think I was going to make it through. In it, I had my minute at the beginning, choked up, and I kind of zoned out. And I was able to lock back in, but the drive
Yeah.
home quiet. It was quiet afterwards. But, so I'm going to pull up.
Sometimes,
Go ahead.
go ahead. No,
No, go
go ahead. We can talk about doing this.
ahead. Yeah.
Um, but we, you know, people that have worked in our line of work, we do have those quiet. We need those quiet moments.
Yes.
But we also need to talk about them and say stuff about them and just, you know, I've I'm doing more critical. Um, what's the word I want to use? I'm using more critical thinking and more critical debriefing now with a lot of the people that I work with because it just works a hell of a lot better
Yeah.
than, well, okay, a month now we'll have a meeting. That's that. So,
Yeah. Well,
but go ahead.
one of the things we took we've been pushing harder with is backstep hot wash on every incident. And listen, we're going to
Hmm.
talk about it here right now. Let's go over this. And it's not a, you did this right, you did this bad. It's just let's state facts. What did you do? And then at the end,
Yep.
all right, everybody say what went bad, and then we'll go through the bad and what went well. What I mean, and it's not just
Yep.
us critiquing ourselves to get better. It's actually a way of debriefing. But
Yep.
we can talk about that. So I'm just going to pull up some of these pictures that some of these guys dropped in. I don't know if I can zoom in or not. Dropped into the chat. This is a pretty awesome setup here. This one is from. Hold on. Who's it from? This was from KF8CGJ. Pretty dope little setup here. I'm
Yeah.
curious what that mount is. Let's see if I can scroll up or not. There we go. Look at that, dude. It looks like it's got some weight on it.
Yes, it does.
I'm really curious what that mast is now, because it looks like a beefy boy. Let's see. He's got another picture here. Let's see this one. Uh, yeah, whatever it is. What does he got? He's
That's
driving.
a that is a beefy.
Yeah, and it looks like it's got locks. Does it look like it's got locks on?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, badass little mount. Dude, you can definitely add some weight onto that. All right. Let's see who else. So, like I said, that one was from KF8CGJ, and then we have
Okay.
E9 Desk. Look at this. That is what is. Oh, there's a little. All right, so we got 891 here on Picatinny rail system. Look at that. That's
Wow.
what about that. That's pretty dope. And it looks like it's in a pack system, so a Milwaukee pack out system. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, something similar to that, or even a Harbor Freight or DeWalt or whatever the heck it is.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I If you have more pictures of that setup, I'd love to see that. That's pretty cool. So anybody else in the chat have pictures of their setup? I'd be really interested in see. Drop them in. I'll pull them up for you guys. So love seeing mobile setups. He said it was an NFED half wave at the top,
Yep.
and took old hitch for the truck and added a pipe to it as the mast slides over the pipe. Okay, nice,
Well,
nice.
I know people that use flagpole,
Yep,
the hitched flagpole jobs. You can do that
that's
too. It
that's what I
works
had
great.
in my truck when I had it. The thing was awesome. You know how many times I forgot that I had it back there, and then I go to take the tailgate,
Oh,
and the tailgate
yeah.
slams in.
Or you forget it's there and it's a tight parking situation and you chin it. Yep, I've done that. I
I
leave my
no,
hitch in the back of my
I've
car for a
never done
reason.
that before.
Yeah, right. I
Uh,
think we all have.
but all right, well, let's put a bow on it. It's 8:04. I know the kids'
Yep.
table started. Chris, you got anything coming up this week, brother?
Right now, I got nothing coming up. I'm gonna try to get out and do a live stream. I'm trying to figure out Linux with the DaVinci Resolve issues I'm having. I can't get it to open up right now for whatever reason. So I will be reaching out to a couple different people to figure out the little packets I need to have so I can open the dang thing and edit my video from Saturday.
Nice. That's awesome. Well, I got like I said, I got some Amazon orders coming in. I got some stuff in the pipelines. Hopefully, going to get a little bit better at making sure I get my videos posted up on a semi-regular schedule. Semi-regular schedule. We'll see. So we got
Yep,
some good stuff up. Next week we'll have Tortoise. Hopefully he'll be settled in and we'll have him back on. But I appreciate you so much for hanging out with me for the past.
not a
You
problem.
little munchkins. We'll send your paycheck in the mail.
The
But
goofball that can't settle down and always wants to go to a park, sure.
I'm in three S and D. Rabbit, thanks for joining tonight. And I was joined with Chris. Go ahead, Chris. Say
Okay,
your thing.
KD9YSW. You
And it's
guys
been
have a great.
Make sure you
Yep.
guys comment, subscribe. Go over to Chris and Life's channel, subscribe to him. I will drop that in the chat. Hit that bell so you guys know when we're going live and all that good stuff, and share it. You know, we can't do it without you guys. We can't do this channel without y'all. I will make sure to add Chris and Life's channel and this description afterwards because we're going to wrap this up. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. 73s.
73.